Shalom. This is an emergency broadcast alert giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakak Wadash, in whom we are in great depth. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Continue to do so, standing firm in the eyes of Terah, who I learned this truth from. To the elders, the bishops, Akim and Akwab, salutations and blessings to the house of David. We are the hopeful elect. This is your brother Quasiyar with another quick one. And before I play these two clips, I want to read Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And the word devil or serpent, a sly or treacherous person, especially one who exploits a position of trust in order to betray it.
According to WHO boss Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, the deeply unpopular pandemic treaty, which is set to strip nations of their sovereignty and individuals of their liberty, is only months away from passing. Tedros' globalist organization receives most of its funding from Bill Gates, and he has become so arrogant that he's already started celebrating the success of the plan to implement medical genocide.
I have lost my voice.
Declared war on so-called anti-vaxxers, who they argue must be stripped of human rights, in the most disturbing escalation of their campaign for medical genocide since the mRNA rollout in 2021. According to World Health Organization insiders, so-called anti-vaxxers are threatening Agenda 2030 and the elite's vision of the future for humanity. The elite have declared war on so-called anti-vaxxers, who they argue the globalist elite have declared war on so-called anti-vaxxers, who they argue must be stripped of human rights, in the most disturbing escalation of their campaign for medical genocide since the mRNA rollout in 2021. According to World Health Organization insiders, so-called anti-vaxxers are threatening Agenda 2030. They argue must be stripped of human rights, in the most disturbing escalation of their campaign for medical genocide since the mRNA rollout in 2021. According to World Health Organization insiders, so-called anti-vaxxers are threatening Agenda 2030 and the elite's vision of the future for humanity, which involves mandatory mass vaccinations. Anyone who continues to defy the elite will have their basic human rights stripped away.
This is Jeremiah 30, verse 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into palelessness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass that in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. And these strangers is a so-called white man, Esau, Edom. And of course, Jacob's trouble speaks of more than locking you up for a saying no. You know, it goes into a lot more than what I'm showing you right now, but it is part of it. So
COVID as an opportunity, and all the havoc they're creating. Maybe that's one of the messages also I would like to include to whatever. But the serious challenge that's posed by anti-vaxxers, and I think we need to strategize to really push back, because vaccines work, vaccines affect adults.
And as you know, those things do not work. The proof is out there. But if you go around saying anything against what they're saying, or you want to speak out, they lock you up and throw away the key. But they could go around saying the things that they're saying, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with what they're saying. Hear it again.
But you know the serious challenge that's posed by anti-vaxxers, and I think we need to strategize to really push back, because vaccines work, vaccines affect adults, and we have science, evidence on our side. I think it's time to be more aggressive in pushing back on anti-vaxxers.
So real quick, you can't find anything that proves it, but why, if something of this is so good for you, why would you find things like this, or maybe like this? So if you look deep enough, you find the evidence, because AI has all control now, so they can't hide. No matter how much they try to hide, the AI is always going to push out the truth. See, they effed it up with that AI. They think they're gonna accomplish something really good with AI, and AI is gonna turn on them because the Most High is gonna use it against them, for sure. See, because one over here says one thing, and then over here it says another. Let me see. See, this is it's contradicting, right? There shouldn't be none of this. If that's so good, if it's so great, there shouldn't be any contradictions. Again, if they're so great, why is this coming out? Why are there so many people speaking out on it? Especially this fool. What's this that they finding inside people? I'm not playing none of that. I'm not gonna play none of that. I'm just gonna try to make this as short as possible. Yeah, you heard of the die suddenly? Yeah. So it goes on and on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on. Anyways, that's all I got. Shalom.